Welcome to Winlish e-learning, an online English learning platform. Unit 1, Basic English Language. Part 3, Sentence.
Objectives. The learners will be able to identify different types of sentences. They'll be able to identify subject and predicate in a sentence. They'll be able to use appropriate punctuation marks like full stop, question mark, and mark of exclamation in a sentence. Learners will be able to demonstrate their ability to write declarative, interrogative, imperative, optative, and exclamatory sentences.
Sentence. Sentence is a grammatically complete series of words consisting of a subject and a predicate, even if one or the other is implied without being directly stated, and typically beginning with a capital letter and ending with either a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark. Example: the man in the white shirt is the new English professor. The man in the white shirt, subject, is the new English professor, predicate. Complete your assignment on time. The above sentence is just a predicate and its subject, you, is implied. You must have noticed that both the sentences begin with a capital letter T and C respectively and end with a full stop.
Sentence is generally defined as a group of words that expresses a complete sense in the form of a statement, an imperative, an optative, a question, or an exclamation. Examples: he is a good boy. That's a statement. Is he a good boy? That's a question. Follow my orders. That's an imperative or order. What a nice weather! That's an exclamation. I wish you a long life. That's an optative. However, sometimes the subject of a sentence can be hidden or implied, but the verb must be present. Verb is called the heart of a sentence. There is no sentence without a verb. If a sentence has only one word, it must be a verb. Example: fire, shoot, stop, run. The above words individually are complete sentences. These sentences are just verbs.
Parts of sentence: subject and predicate. Sentence can be divided as subject, predicate. Subject: the part of a sentence which names the person or thing we are speaking about is called subject. In other words, the person, place, or thing we speak about in a sentence is called subject. Example: the moon revolves around the earth. In this sentence, we are talking about the moon. Therefore, this is the subject part of the sentence. Predicate: the part of a sentence which tells something about the subject is called predicate. In other words, whatever is spoken about the subject is called predicate. Example: the moon revolves around the earth. Here, revolves around the earth is a part that tells about the subject, the moon, so this is the predicate part of the sentence.
Sentence classification. Depending on its function and structure, sentence can be classified as follows. It can be classified based on its function and based on its structure. Based on its function, it can be classified as number 1, declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, optative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. While based on its structure, it can be classified as simple sentence, complex sentence, and compound sentence.
Sentence classification based on meaning or function. Declarative, assertive sentence or statement. An assertive or declarative sentence simply expresses an opinion or feeling or makes a statement or describes things. In other words, it declares something. This type of sentence ends with a period called a full stop. An assertive sentence can be of two types. One, affirmative or positive sentence that simply says or states something. Two, negative sentence that expresses a negative meaning or denial. Examples: I want to be a good cricketer, an affirmative statement. I am very happy today, an affirmative feeling. I do not want to meet him, a negative statement.
Interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence asks a question. Interrogative sentences must end with a note of interrogation or question mark. An interrogative sentence can also be positive or negative. Interrogative sentences can be classified as single interrogative or yes, no answer type questions. Such type of interrogative sentences begin with auxiliary or linking verbs and their answers always come in yes or no. Second is double interrogative or WH questions. Such kind of interrogative sentences begin with question words and their answers are always descriptive. Examples: can you go there to see him? It's a single interrogative and it's a positive. Why do not you call him? It's a WH question and it's a negative. When are you going to submit your assignment? That's another WH question, but it's a positive.
Imperative sentence. An imperative sentence expresses request, command, advice, or suggestion. Imperative sentence usually ends with a full stop, but under certain circumstances, it can end with an exclamation mark. In imperative sentences, the subject is invariably the second person pronoun, which generally remains unexpressed or implied. Imperative sentences can also be affirmative or negative. Examples: please let me come. It's a affirmative request. Don't fire. Negative command. Take your medicines regularly. Affirmative suggestion.
Optative sentence. An optative sentence expresses prayer, wish, curse, etc. Optative sentences end either with a full stop or with an exclamation mark. Generally, such type of sentences begin with may or wish. Sometimes may also remains hidden. Examples: wish you a happy birthday. That's a wish. May God bless us. That's a prayer. May all sinners go to hell. That's a curse.
Exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence expresses sudden feelings or strong emotions like surprise, happiness, wonder, sorrow, disgust, etc. Exclamatory sentence generally ends with an exclamation mark. If the sentence contains some terms of exclamation like alas, oh, wow, hooray, etc., then exclamation mark is used immediately after these terms and the sentence ends with a full stop. Examples: alas, she died so young, sorrow. How lovely a day, it's a surprise. Hurrah, we have won the match, it's a happiness.
Sentence classification based on structure.
Simple sentence. A simple sentence expresses a single complete thought and has only one finite verb. A simple sentence consists of only one clause. That means it has only one subject and only one predicate. Examples: the man in the white shirt is my brother. The above sentence has one subject, the man in the white shirt, and one predicate, is my brother. Is the finite verb.
Complex sentence. A complex sentence has one principal clause and at least one subordinate or dependent clause. Subordinate clause always depends on the principal clause to give a complete meaning. A subordinate clause or dependent clause always begins with a subordinating conjunction. Example, if you come to me, I will help you. The above sentence has two clauses. If you come to me, that's a subordinate or dependent clause, and I will help you, that's a principal clause. And if is the coordinating conjunction.
Compound sentence. A compound sentence has two or more independent clauses. You can also say that a compound sentence has one main clause and at least one coordinate clause. Coordinate clauses are independent clauses. They are of equal rank to the principal clause and can convey the complete meaning like a principal clause. A coordinating conjunction is used to connect the two independent clauses. Examples: I don't like this dish, but I ate it all. The above sentence has two clauses. I don't like this dish is one independent clause and I ate it all is the other independent clause, but is the coordinating conjunction that connects the two clauses.
Do you know? A sentence that contains all 26 letters of alphabet is called a pangram. The following sentence contains all 26 letters of alphabet. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. This sentence is often used to test typewriters and keyboards. The shortest possible grammatically correct and complete sentence in English language is a word made of just two letters, go. It is a command. In a command, the subject, that is you, is not spoken or written. Instead, it is simply understood. This sentence has an implied subject, you can say.
Thank you for visiting Winglish e-learning, an online English learning platform created and designed by Vivek Tiwari and Nidhi Tiwari.